Paul Scholes has told bosses what he thinks as he takes aim at Michael Carrick. Paul Scholes' latest comments about Michael Carrick follows a familiar pattern for the legend. Scholes made a point remark about his former colleague after United's loss at Newcastle on Wednesday night. Carrick has been outstanding since taking over from Ruben Amorim at the start of the year. The defeat in the Northeast marked his first setback since assuming the United caretaker role for the second occasion in his managerial career. While Scholes didn't hold back in his assessment of the 44-year-old, Carrick is far from the only United boss to face a verbal battering from the former England midfielder. The analyst has previously laid into managers ranging from Jose Mourinho through to Ruben. Here, we examine what Scholes has previously said about various former United managers.
Bids sponsor index backlinks and pages fast ultimateindexing.com.
Michael Carrick, after the frustrating outcome against the Magpies, an exasperated Scholes targeted Carrick on social media via his story. He wrote, "Michael has definitely got something special about him because EIT have been C***P last 4 games night during their preceding 4 fixtures. United had collected 10 points from a possible 12, securing home victory against Crystal Palace and an away win at Everton. They also claimed a draw at West Ham and defeated Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford." Scholes subsequently revealed his admiration for Newcastle's midfielder Sandro Tonali, writing the Italian surname alongside a love heart emoji. Ruben Amorim. In December, Scholes delivered a scathing assessment of the Portuguese boss. Speaking on his podcast with Nicky Butt and Paddy McGuinness, The Good, the Bad, and the Football, Scholes tore into Amorim and his tactical approach. Scholes said, "I don't think the manager gets the club, full stop. I just don't think he's the right man. Man United is about risk and entertainment. More than anything, having fans on the edge of their seat, F********************* G ready to go. If you go to Sporting Lisbon and watch, they played 3 at the back. Right away. That's a no. Man United never do that. They can't do that. They just can't. It's been proven over years and years and years. I just don't think he gets it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer departed his United managerial role in November 2021. While Scholes didn't savage his former teammate, he did acknowledge that Solskjaer lacked the credentials to elevate United towards securing football's most prestigious silverware. He probably couldn't take us to that next level, Scholes said following the Norwegian's departure. He got us to second in the Premier League, which isn't bad. Numerous semifinals. A final as well last year, but he just couldn't make that final step. I have to say it's difficult. You think of Liverpool, Manchester City, and Chelsea. There's a lot of quality in this Premier League. Whoever comes now, it's not going to be easy to get Manchester United to where they want to be. Erik Ten Hag. Following a heavy defeat to Spurs in September 2024, Scholes publicly lambasted the Dutchman over a string of disjointed displays. Ten Hag was ultimately dismissed by United in October 2024. You do want to know how they're going to play, Scholes said on SuperSport. You don't know how they're going to approach games, whether they are going to play on the counterattack or sit deep, or whether they're going to try to have all the possession in the game. We have no idea. They look like an uncoached football team. The players looked dead today. They looked flat, and they looked like they were thinking, I do want to know what to do. There is no enthusiasm for the game of football, and that can only come from the training pitch. Ralf Rangnick took over from Solskjaer at the close of November 2021. Following his tenure as manager, it was agreed that the German would remain at the club in an advisory capacity for a further 2 years. Rangnick ultimately left United for good at the conclusion of that campaign, having guided them to a 6th-place Premier League finish. Scholes was swift to pass judgment on the former boss's stint at Old Trafford, asserting that he failed to demonstrate the qualities of an elite-level coach. They're either not taking the instructions on, or they don't want to. Scholes remarked regarding United's players under Rangnick, "It's been a bad 6 or 7 months. The season's not been good enough. The sack for Ole was coming. We all knew that. We all felt that. But where was the plan? You think there has to be a plan. They must be bringing in an elite top coach into the football club to revive the season. Man Utd. They should have the best of everything. And to not have a plan and bring what is technically a sporting director. I think he's coached a team 2 years out of the last 10 years. Don't get me wrong. I like the man. I think he comes across really well. His team. It just looks like he lacks experience in the last 5 or 6 years. His team. They're a team of individuals.
Vid sponsor index backlinks and pages. FastUltimateIndexing.com.
Jose Mourinho. The Portuguese icon assumed control at United in 2016 following numerous significant honors throughout his career. Despite securing the Europa League and League Cup in 2017, United were struggling under the former Chelsea manager merely 12 months later. His dismissal followed a disheartening loss to Liverpool in December 2018, with Scholes declaring the ex-Real Madrid boss was embarrassing the club. The team is very low on confidence, Scholes stated in October 2018. Whilst United floundered in both the Champions League and Premier League, we talk about them being dull, and we talk about the first 10 games of the season. But you're going into last season as well. The last year has been dull to watch. I do want to know how many times we've sat in the studio watching games and we end up watching the other screens. Looking at the other games, trying to find some goals. He's coming out in press conferences, he's constantly having a go at players. He is having a go at people above him because he is not getting what he wants. And I think his mouth is probably out of control, and I think he has embarrassed him, the club.